you that one of the world's leading AI companies is now teaching you how to use AI, build AI applications, create AI agents, work with Claude Code, and even understand Model Context Protocol. And many of these courses are available free through Anthropic's official learning platform. And no, this is not another random course created by someone who used Claude for 3 days and suddenly became an AI guru. These courses come directly from Anthropic, the company behind Claude. Welcome to the first episode of my Claude series. In this series, we are not going to treat Claude as just another chatbot. We will explore the complete Claude ecosystem, from everyday productivity and Claude Code to APIs, AI agents, MCP, skills, subagents, and real-world business workflows. Today, I'm breaking down Anthropic's official course catalog, which courses are available, what each course teaches, who should take them, and the exact learning path I recommend. Let's begin with the most important clarification. These are free learning courses hosted on Anthropic's official course platform. Some include quizzes and certificates of completion. A certificate of completion is useful evidence that you finished structured training, but it is not the same as an industry-proctored professional certification. That distinction matters. The certificate may support your LinkedIn profile, resume, portfolio, or professional development, but the real value comes from what you can demonstrate after completing the course. The first course is Claude 101. This is the best starting point if you are completely new to Claude or if you have already used Claude, but only for basic conversations. Claude 101 introduces what Claude is, how to begin your first conversation, and how to get better results. But it goes beyond basic prompting. The course covers the Claude desktop experience, including chat, Cowork, and code. It introduces projects for organizing ongoing work, artifacts for creating interactive outputs, skills for teaching Claude repeatable procedures, connected tools, enterprise search, and research mode for deeper investigations. It also presents role-based use cases, which is important because Claude will not create the same value for every person in the same way. A student may use it to understand a difficult subject. A business analyst may use it to structure requirements. A marketer may use it to evaluate a campaign. A developer may use it to understand a code base. A manager may use it to synthesize research and support decision-making. Claude 101 concludes with a certificate of completion. So if you want one place to begin, begin here. It helps you understand the larger Claude ecosystem before moving into specialized tools. The second course is Claude Code 101. Claude Code is Anthropic's agentic coding tool. It is designed to work with a real code base, understand project context, edit files, run commands, troubleshoot errors, help with Git workflows, and support software development through natural language instructions. The important word here is agentic. A standard chatbot can generate a piece of code inside a conversation. Claude Code can inspect a project, reason across multiple files, propose changes, execute approved actions, test the result, and continue working through a development task. Claude Code 101 teaches how to use Claude Code effectively inside a daily development workflow. This is valuable not only for experienced software engineers. It can also help technical students, data professionals, cybersecurity learners, startup founders, and aspiring builders who are learning to create applications with AI assistance. However, the goal should not be to copy whatever Claude produces and hope for the best. You still need to understand the problem, review the changes, test the output, and remain responsible for what gets shipped. AI can accelerate development, but confidence without verification is just a bug wearing a business suit. After Claude Code 101, Anthropic also offers Claude Code in Action. This moves further into integrating Claude Code into a practical development workflow. The third major course is Claude Platform 101. This is where you move from using Claude to building with Claude. There is a major difference between opening Claude in a browser and adding Claude to an application. A chat responds to your request. An application must send structured requests, manage context, select models, control access to tools, handle costs, process responses, and decide what happens when something fails. Claude Platform 101 starts from those foundations. You learn what the Claude Developer Platform is, how to make your first API call, and how to select the right model according to capability, speed, cost, and latency. You then move into the agent loop, the repeating process in which an AI system receives a goal, decides what action to take, uses a tool, observes the result, and determines the next step. The course also covers tool use, thinking capabilities, built-in tools such as web search and code execution, reusable skills, model context protocol, context management, and managed agents. One of the strongest parts of this course is that it connects these concepts. You do not simply memorize separate features. You begin to understand how an AI application operates as a system. For example, imagine that you want to build a research agent. Claude needs instructions describing the goal. It needs access to research tools. It needs a method for collecting and evaluating information. It needs enough context to remember what has already been found. It needs boundaries that determine what it can and cannot do. Finally, it needs a usable output. That is the difference between asking an AI a question and engineering an AI-powered workflow. It introduces a framework built around 4 capabilities: delegation, description, discernment, and diligence. Delegation means deciding which work should be assigned to AI and which work should remain with the human. Description means clearly communicating the task, context, requirements, and desired output. Discernment means evaluating whether the AI's response is accurate, appropriate, useful, and aligned with the objective. Diligence means taking responsibility for the process, including verification, transparency, ethical use, and the consequences of the final output. This framework is bigger than prompting. A person can write an impressive prompt and still use AI badly if they delegate the wrong task, accept an incorrect answer, expose sensitive information, or publish work without reviewing it. Anthropic has also expanded this AI fluency pathway for specific audiences, including students, educators, builders, nonprofits, and small businesses. The student course connects AI fluency with learning, career planning, academic success, and responsible collaboration. The educator pathway applies the framework to course design, learning materials, and authentic assessment. The builder pathway focuses on product people, engineers, and makers moving from a customer problem to a shipped solution. The small business pathway applies AI to customer interactions, operations, leadership, and organizational efficiency. This means you can choose a pathway based on the role you already have or the role you want to develop. Another important course is building with the Claude API. This is the beginning of the Claude series. In the next episodes, we will go deeper into Claude 101, Claude Code, the Claude Developer Platform, MCP, skills, subagents, and real-world AI workflows. The future will not belong only to people who use AI. It will belong to people who know how to direct it, verify it, connect it, and build with it.